This is the introduction and index to Precalculus for the year 2015-2016. My name is Mr. G. I'm going to be joined at our school and teach Precalculus by Miss Erica Hamilton, who will be right down the hall. She's a very able teacher and qualified to teach Precalculus, although she's mainly taught Algebra 2. But this gives me a great opportunity to explain that what we learn, especially during the first semester of Precalculus, is going to be mainly an extension of what you've already learned during Algebra 2. Specifically, we're going to start out with functions, the characteristics of functions, domain and range. We'll be looking at function minimums, maximums, increasing, decreasing. We're going to be going over how to determine compositions of functions, inverses of functions, operations on functions. From there, we're going to proceed to polynomial functions, linear and quadratic functions, and then evolve to more complex polynomial functions and how to determine their zeros, roots, minimums, and maximums. From there, we're going to be going to trigonometric functions and ratios. And using trigonometric ratios such as sine, cosine, and tangent. You're probably already familiar with those. We're going to be adding cosecant, secant, and cotangent. We're going to be going over the unit circle of trigonometry, the 16-point unit circle. I have a t-shirt that covers that may be of interest to you later on. We're going to be going over systems of equations, how to solve them with and without calculators, using matrices and without matrices. And that'll cover most of our first semester. Our second semester, we're going to be going to conics, which has to do with circles, ellipses, parabolas, and hyperbolas. We're going to be going to vectors, which is highly related to trigonometry, parametric equations. We're going to be looking at complex numbers, polar coordinates, sequences and series. We're going to be introducing statistics. We're going to finish the year using learning about limits and derivatives of functions. And as we get to more complex mathematics, the real world uses aren't going to be as apparent, but I assure you that everything we cover this year has been figured out and learned in response to real world problems, and so real world situations and what we're doing are never really very far away. As far as tools to help us this year, we have a book. This book has been the district's book for a few years, and the district has adopted a new book that we're not going to use as much except as a supplementary material. And even though it may not seem to you that we're using the book, but we are. The problem sets, most of them, at least 90%, are going to come straight from the book. And this is an example of a problem set. You see odd and even numbered problems in this page here. And this gives me an opportunity to explain that on this page we have in the upper right hand corner a QR code that can be accessed by a smartphone. At least this accesses a link that will take you to the solution of a lot of these odd numbered problems in this problem set. And so that's a resource for you, and that gives me an opportunity to explain about cell phones. I'm not a great big fan of using cell phones in the class. In fact, I have a proper cell phone use grade, you're going to see. But this year, in addition to using our QR code to access videos on problems, we're going to occasionally have a game that a lot of people like called Kahoot. We just log in and it's very interactive with the smartphone. So those are some things that will help us this year. In addition, the videos. We're going to have these videos. If you look at this introductory video, I call it Introduction Index, around me as the year, semester, and year progresses, you're going to see little annotations right around me that will link you to other videos to get more depth in certain topics like domain and range. So look forward to that. So I'm looking forward to a great year that's going to be a foundation for your continued progression in academics and profession as well. And I hope that what you learned this year and the processes of learning how to solve problems is going to be something for you that helps you become the smartest version of yourself. Thanks.